up, guys? Tom Moospa back again, also known as the Black Gentleman. And today I'm bringing you something that's overdue because I've had this for a while now. I contemplate not even reviewing it, but then I realized you better review this damn thing. So here we are. This is a Civil Warrior CW-01 General Grant. This is their rendition of Dreamwave's Optimus Prime from the War of N series. To my knowledge, this company is brand new. I don't know if they come from anywhere else or they're derivative of anything. So, to my knowledge, this is the first outing. So we'll start from that. This is how the box looks. Nice piece of promotional art for the figure himself. This looks really nice. Turn from the side. You get General Grant. From the back, you get a nice picture of it in alt mode. Also letting you know that this is not suitable for a child, much like my videos. And on the side, you get Civil Warrior CW-01 top part. You get Civil Warrior CW-01, a little bit of somewhat faded art of him without the armor on. And on this side, same thing. Looks pretty good. And that's basically it for the box. Moving on, let's go ahead and put this over here. Anyone who watched my other video knows I keep all my boxes in a secluded location. You also get the manual, which is decent. The paper is like a kind of a nice, almost kind of a magazine, old Playboy style spread out. I mean, really, it feels good. Yeah, so this is that. The instructions aren't the best in the world, but luckily before this thing came out, I watched so many reviews on it that I already knew how to transform it for the most part, so it's all good. And here's the back, showing how the robot goes from which way. All good stuff. All right, look at that. You also get these screw hole covers. I haven't used mine yet. I probably won't. Screw holes don't really bother me, especially when they're on the sides or on the back. So, you know, as long as I'm not facing forward on the figure, it's just no big deal to me. So, I don't know. Also comes with this here axe, which is, you know, decent. Me personally, when Prime has an axe, I kind of prefer it to be, you know, more of an Energon variety. Even though I never really give him axe anyway, but I'm so used to being Energon that this is almost kind of weird to me. But it's really nice. It's got some silver paint for the blade, a little gold paint here for the accents, more gold paint for the point here, and like a little piston here, silver paint for the middle of the piston, silver paint here on the handle. The rest of it is just black plastic, but it's got some nice detail here, nice molding. Looks really good. Also, when getting the hand out and you don't want to break it, I recommend using this to help you get the hand out. This helps a lot. Alright, last but not least, comes this famous ion blaster, but this ion blaster is on super steroids. This thing is super used, super ultra overcompensating. And also come with batteries. You press this button here, you get a nice blue flash. Avoid your eyes. Actually, I hurt my eyes, but yeah, looks nice. Oh, hit the button, turn the light off. Nice, like silver paint here on the sides here, and the rest of this is all black plastic, but it's got very nice molding, very nice detail, and he holds it just fine as you're getting ready to see. So that's that. Here he is in truck mode, and I love it. This truck mode is really awesome. Very reminiscent of the Dreamwave design, or War of N Dreamwave design of the alt mode. Even in the IAW form, when he was first shown in at the Ryan PAX, minus the trailer, of course. This is kind of how his alt mode looked. So this is very beautiful. First thing I want to talk about, honestly, is the paint. Before I talk about anything else. Because this paint on the front here is awesome. It's like a nice kind of a candy apple candy paint here. It looks stupendous. On mine, similar to Joel's, there are some mispainted areas, like such as right. I don't know if this is on purpose or is this how they wanted it. But right on here, it's a little bit darker here, more lighter here. Even same as you go down here. It's not so noticeable. Just depending on, like on camera, you can see it even better, I think. How it's darker here, lighter here. Like I said, it maybe, just maybe, that's on purpose. I don't know. I don't hate it by any means. You know, I'm not gonna send it back saying I'm mad at it, but it's a bit noticeable when you look at it long enough. But you know, even still, I think it looks wonderful. I do have a few paint chips on mine, but that's to be expected because, well, this paint is so nice and immaculate. Even though it's kind of mistoned someplace, it's gonna chip. So hopefully, when I get done with the review, I won't transform it anymore and chip it anymore. But it looks really great. It's a really great truck mode. As far as it rolls well on my surface, not so much, but I roll it other places. If I hold it down, all the wheels will rotate, even on the back here. I kind of wish that the wheels here match these larger Cybertronian wheels, but maybe this is comically accurate. I'm not sure. As far as other paint goes, you get a nice blue, light blue paint for the cockpit itself. It doesn't open, sadly. I was expecting maybe this to pop open, but it does not. And you get silver paint here for the grill section. And if you lift up, you get some nice yellow. I think this is plastic though, but for the headlights, but it's all good. What else you get painted at? Going down here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this is actually red paint on the rims. This is all, I believe this is silver paint here for the pipes. On the trailer, you get some nice gunmetal here on the vents. See, I think this is all this plastic, but I think this right here is paint. I believe, it could be wrong. Look at that silver paint. You get more of that kind of candy apple red candy paint here going on the sides here, which looks really nice. Along with a bit here on the top. Flip them around. I believe this is silver paint here for the trailer back here. It looks nice. Other than that, I believe it's, oh, take it back, it's more gunmetal here on the vents. I believe it's all the paint you get, but for my personal opinion, it's enough. Oh, you look up here, you get some more yellow paint here, but you see more in alt mode, more in robot mode. Overall, it's just a really awesome truck. And for comparisons, I'm gonna go ahead and put him right here and bring in my old favorite MP10. Here he is with MP10 from a front view. From the top view, well, top sideways view. And here they are kind of neck and neck, as you can see. Overall, not too much shorter than MP10, pretty close. So there you go for that. Here he is with an MP carbot. Today I decided to use a hot rod instead of side swipe. I was getting kind of tired of using side swipe. So here he is with hot rod. Here he is with hot rod again, which in my opinion is, I guess, about fair. You know, a car shouldn't be as big as a truck. You know, if he just, let's see, let's get better in here. Let's move that, move the car in here. It looks alright. Alright, now let's get hot rod out of here. Here he is with MP10 without trailer. So get how they look while the trailer is attached to him. As you can see, he is a good deal wider, which is fine. Given that, you know, he is a Cybertronian truck, so that's all good, at least in my opinion. Now, before I transform it, I just wanted to show the extra little paint apps you couldn't see before. You get looks to be like some silver pistons in here, and they're painted silver with some gold trim on both sides. And with which will later be a knee, you get some red paint and silver paint here. And you get gold, you get not gold, but get some gunmetal in this venting here, which looks really nice. And right here, if you notice, these are actually like the fog lights. The fog lights that Prime normally has, but they're not painted at all. They're just well, actually painting that red, a nice red candy apple paint, but they don't have any yellow here for the lights, which balances whatever. But just want to point that out. Now, on to transformation. And here he is, all transformed. And you're probably wondering, Sardo, how come his hand's not out? Well, the reason for that is these hands are a bitch to transform. I mean, because they're really spindly. And I want to show you how this axe connects. So I'm not going to open the hand until after I do this first. So I'm going to go ahead and pull him in here. And hold this right here, and taking these 2 prongs here and these 2 notches here, I'm just gonna put this axe in there as pretty as you please. And this is how he essentially holds his axe. You know, I guess the hand transforms in, axe shoots out. So that's how you go with that. And that's how it looks with him holding it. Okay. Now that you've seen that, I'm gonna go ahead and pop that hand out, because trust me, you don't want to have to do these hands more than you have to. That's the only bad thing that's really about this figure, at least for me. All right, with that nasty business out of the way, I got the hand out. But yeah, these hands are a bitch to get out. I mean, there's a certain way you gotta do it. When you take them out, you have to go by. Let's go ahead and pull them in closer. When you take these hands out, you have to go in from the plastic here. Do not, for any reason, grab that hand. Just always use that gray plastic. That's all I can tell you, because you will break it. You will break it. All right, the figure himself. First glances, he's awesome. He looks very awesome. Proportions are just right. I mean, even the truck titties, fine. Cleans up pretty good from the back. Not much kibble at all, save for this right here, which is the cockpit, and that looks fine actually. He's very clean. No complaints there. Paint looks wonderful. The head, let me see, let's move this up here. Move that camera. You can see the head. It does have silver paint for the visor, as most primes should. Nice blue paint for the eyes, and silver paint here on the crest. The antennas can move backwards and forwards, so I guess technically you can angle them about any way you want to. This is how I have mine angled. And the head can do a full 360, as you can see. Here we go. Because of the way the comic book drew him, he's looking down a bit, isn't that great, because, move the camera back here again. Right here, this kind of gets in the way, but that's how he was drawn, so you can't get mad with that. And he looks up all the way. So, yeah, that's about how you get with that. Let's move the camera back a little bit. Back to where we were. As for the other paint apps, you get this grill here. I believe this is just plastic. I don't think it's actually painted. But these accents here, this is all silver here, silver in here, more silver, and more silver. Get blue paint here around the crotch, silver paint or surrounding that. Even the hip skirts, I believe, are painted inside with the blue. The thighs are painted silver. Blue accents here on both sides. Look kind of like a faux, what do you call this thing? Gas tanks? I'm not sure. What they look like. We talk about the legs. You get the silver paint here and the gold paint here on the pistons. Red here, silver here. I've taken the liberty of adding Autobot insignia, similar to MP10s, right here. And I believe this too is gold paint right there. And same on both sides. I believe, wait a minute, actually inside the leg here, if we turn this to the side, let me move this flap out of the way. Look inside here. He also has more silver paint here. I think this is pretty cool and very thoughtful for the inside of the leg, because they really didn't have to add this at all, but they did, so that's cool. Because you get the more piston work here, a little bit of grading here. It's all silver painted all throughout the legs. That's all paint in there, so that's nice. And this thing also, a non-paint note, this is die cast. This feels very heavy. And let's turn this leg back. And on the toes here, get some more silver paint. And these feet are die cast as well. Moving on, what's the hand here? As for the arms, so I've already showed you guys the head articulation. I'm not going to go to the arms. The arms, you get a full 360, and those ratchets are very powerful. Yeah, look at them ratchets. Uh-oh, do you guys hear that?
That shit you was talking, bitch, I'ma play that shit. Bitch, I'm really from these streets. I'm really from the six. I don't do all that internet shit.
That's how powerful the ratchets are. Also, you get a double bicep arm where you can bend up to here using that, and bend also at the arm at the elbow, so you get double, which is good. It's a good range of movement. Also, I just recently found this out. You get a butterfly if you pop out of here, so you can get a full-on pulling like that. So I think that looks really good. Really nice. And you get that on both sides. Let's see what else. Also, I love the ab crunch. You get a really nice ab crunch with this. Let's pull this in here. There we go. Really nice. And it didn't even really break the scope. So that's a very nice touch. Actually, in the ab crunch section here, don't no paint because there's no point, it'll rub off. There's even detail in here. So you can stick a whole piston right here. And some other engravings. So that's nice. That's thoughtful. I like that. And with the waist, you get a, put it down, you get a 360 movement, like so, which is good. And that's not for transformation, people, because he doesn't need to turn away for transformation, so that's good too. Alright, if you go in here, move these flaps out, and these are tight, by the way. God, they're tight. Man. That's one thing about this figure, tolerances are just so tight here. Wait a minute, let me get in there good. Just keep on, I'm just trying to get a hip skirt out. There we go. Now, for his legs, you can kick out, we got two actually, kick out this far. That's as far as you get. But to be fair, even with diecast, that's solid. I wish it did go a little higher, but you know, it's okay. Perhaps with the next all-frame made in Megatron, it'll do a little better. And it can bend the knee that much. Now kicking back, let's see. It's got a hip skirt, got moved out of the way. Okay, with that one he goes all the way back, and he does kick his own. He kicks his own back, and that's pretty impressive. So, and also, if you move the leg out, not that far, and that's still solid. That is a solid hold. That's pretty awesome. Hold on, nice fight me from the back there. There we go. Alright, now for the foot, you do the ankle articulation. In and out, pretty good. Any toe bend, mostly do transformation, but you do have it. Yeah, only thing that sucks about leg articulation is the fact that he can't kick out that far. And I think the reason for it is, see this piece of plastic here, or excuse me, piece of die cast right here? If that were cut a little lower, he could fully kick out, but it impedes him. But overall, I think it's not too bad. One more bit of business before we get into weapon holding. Get this out of the way. He does have a matrix in here. Let me get the spudger. MVP of my reviews, the spudger. Pop this open here. There we go. And here, get a full matrix. Well, it doesn't come out though. And it has a little black button. Let's see, right in here. You get in there and push it. Let's see if I can get it on camera. Let's see here. Come on now. There we go. It lights up very, very beautifully. That's nice. I kind of wish it came out, but it's, you know, I got enough matrices hanging around that it doesn't have to. But that's pretty cool. All right, now as for his gun, you guys already seen the axe because I didn't want to show that thing twice. I hate popping that hand out. But here's the gun. Here's a peg here, like most MPs, and it'll fit in there. Let's see if I can get it to go. As you can see, he holds his gun just fine. And it too, as I showed before, it does have the light up function. So you got the matrix lighting up in the gun, so it's pretty nice. Take that out of his hand for a minute. To talk about his hands, they're articulate as all get out. You can get anything you want out of these hands. I mean, but they're just so spindly. See what I'm saying here, guys? Very spindly hands, really skinny. See, they're almost kind of skeletal. I would love to have the Carnifex hands for this. A little bit heavier, not quite so spindly, but you can splay them out. So that's something right there. So yeah, that's that. As for you can, although very tight, you can do a 360. Put that thumb in. You can get a 360 out of the hand. There we go. I'm only going to do one hand, by the way, and they're both the same. I just don't like mixing with these hands with so much. But there you go. That's the hands. Alright, now with all that being done, I'm going to go ahead and get some size comparisons for you guys before I move on to the next event. Now here is the first comparison between MP10 and General Grant. They both look good together. And they have MP10, which is more or less G1, and this is the Dreamwave Warfin. So with the Warfin version looking more bulkier, more ready for true war, I think this fits pretty good. In terms of height, they are. Let's see. Make Prime look up a little bit actually. You can have this one look down. Oh, before it looks down. So yeah, not bad, not bad. You know, I mean, I think in a fight, I always figure G1 Prime beats everybody in a fight, you know, because G1 Prime. But if I had to bet my money on somebody, the new contender does look a little bit more meaner. What do you guys think? For another size comparison, here he is with Super God Jinrai. I think in this one, the Warfin Prime kind of gets put in his place. I mean, this is God, Super God Jinrai. So you know what? This was never meant to. This scale, these two guys were never meant to meet. So let's see if you put them in the same frames. This man is heavy right here. Let's see here. Yeah, that's how you get with that. Alright. But, wait, there's more. This guy can get bigger. If you remember the trailer from earlier, this thing is not a trailer just to be a trailer. Actually, through some really somewhat clever transformation, this thing can become a flight pack, and instead of Gatling arms, and extra feet. I believe in the Dreamwave, this was actually called Apex armor, similar to, well, honestly, the God Bomber. So I'm going to take this thing apart, snap it onto old buddy here, and see just how big he can get. Can he take on God Jinrai? Let's find out. And here he is, ladies and gentlemen, with his full Apex armor on, which does remind me more of the Bay movie. Was it Dark of the Moon? No, I think it was Revenge of the Fallen. Yeah, where he had Jetfire's parts to make it so bigger and give him a wing pack and all that stuff. Reminds me a lot of that. But yeah, just overall it looks really good. Just pull him in closer. The articulation is essentially the same, except you lose a little bit with the arms. And I think that's where where the butterfly joint comes into play. Because once you put this wing pack on, moving the arms backwards at all kind of hinders it. But since you can butterfly this in and out right here, you get that little range of motion back. So I believe that's really why it's there. Also, the wing articulation, you get let's see, you can angle it up. So I hope it's coming on camera, like so, or you can go down like so. Matter of fact, if we can take it all the way down. Yeah, so you can put the wings down if you want to, which I think is nice. If you have this on a really tight shelf, which like kind of my shelves, I think the lower the wings might be okay. If that's how you want it. But I would kind of prefer to be at its full majesty, at least like that. Oh, actually, we tapped it up higher. And the Gatling guns, they hook on to the arms here. They have a handle, as you can see. But overall, you don't need to use it. So if you don't want to, you can actually take the one that handles down and give him back his blaster, which I think is a nice thing to do. Matter of fact, here I'll actually show that. Let's see. Let's pull him back in. Open this hand back up and slide this off. There we go. And as you can see, you can just take this handle here, pull that back down, because it's not really needed anyway, and slide that right back on there using this rail system. So, as you can see, now you have a free hand. And if you want to, put that right back in there. Only thing I would say that I wish it had got with maybe some type of maybe a little extra plastic or somewhere to stick on maybe to the thigh to make this a little bit thicker too. But otherwise, I got no complaints with this armor. It looks pretty good. I'm having a hard time figuring out how I want to display them. I don't know if I want to display them with the armor on or off, because I generally like both. And I think about maybe doing a combination of both. Maybe take off the Gatling gun arms and just have them with the feet and the wings, just to make them different. And speaking of the new feet, you do get some articulation, get ankle. so that's good. Especially on such a heavy figure. So with that being said, let's bring in some more guys for more size comparisons. Alright, here's MP10 back again. If he wasn't already bigger than him, now you can see how he looks with the armor on. And that's not fair. But yeah, this is how they look. You know, just going, let's see, let's turn them. Let's turn this guy here. That prime look up. But yeah, this is how they look head to head. Good thing they're on the same side, right? Now let's bring in Super God around and see how that looks. Alright, and here are them both together. And although he does get a little boost from the feet, he's still in the same league as Super God Jinrai. But you know, hey, this is a god. This is just a prime. But nah, all truth be told, they do look awesome together. I kind of want to put them both on the same shelf. I had to figure out the semantics of that. I don't know if it can be done, but maybe if I lower his wings, who knows? Just for fun, just bring back MP10. Just for fun. That's how it all looks. Let's see. So yeah, this looks pretty good. You know, you got Super God Jinrai, Optimus Prime, War Fiend, Optimus Prime. So yeah, this is pretty epic. I said so myself. Well, I've taken enough of you guys' time. Let me go ahead and bring in that final thought so we can go ahead and close this up. For that final thought, with the little bit of paint mishaps that I got with mine, and the hands, that's the only negatives I have for this. Everything else is fairly solid. Transformation for the truck mode itself is very easy. The trailer, not hard at all, but there are a few panels I would take some little care with. I wouldn't just manhandle it. But overall, it's a worthy pickup. I got mine from Terry's Transformer Club. I got it for a lot cheaper than you would buy it here in the States. So for that price I paid for it, all worthwhile. Hopefully, you know, whatever QC issues thing has regarding paint can be corrected in future releases, hopefully. And honestly, I wish Civil Warrior luck. I hope they make more. I hope they make a Megatron and a Grimlock. There are a few more from the Dreamway line, wouldn't mind having. So this is a recommend for me. I dig it. I dig it a lot. My biggest problem thing right now currently is similar to Super God Jinrai. Where am I gonna put it? I don't know where to put it with the rest of my collection. I have to find a place. I don't know. But it's a worthwhile pickup. I think you'll be happy with it. I'm happy with it. I mean, especially the amount I paid for it. I would recommend actually going back to Terry's to buy it. If you want to buy it, I would definitely go with Terry. If you pick it up here, I think Kev Source or any other American stores, you're gonna pay a bit more, and I don't recommend that. But with that being said, it's an awesome figure. Full recommendation from me. Go buy it now. Before I close out, if you guys haven't already, check out the other Rejecticons. They put out awesome content. If you're not watching, you are missing out. Just follow the link I will have down below. That'll take care of you. Until next time, this has been Solomon Split, also known as the Black Gentleman. Out here doing God work, reviewing these figures. Till next time, peace out.